Hello, queens and kings and crafty admirers. Jacqueline Haley here, Hand of the Queen, coming to you this evening to go on a journey for my 15-day challenge, hashtag Scrap It Up 2 with Etta and Stay Creative Crafting Circle. So this is the last day. It was number 15. I will review the prompts. The prompts were 1, quote, 2, key, 3, ticket or tag, 4, butterflies or insect, 5, numbers, 6, flowers, 7, birds and feathered friends, 8, heart or shape, 9, faces, 10, postage or stamps, 11, animals, 12, time or clock, 13, people, 14, window door, and 15, which is today, faith. So I did not, in the group I posted my prompts, but I didn't do a video. So I'm doing my video now, everything at one time. Okay, this is the front cover, which was number 1, shown here. And I have numbered all of my prompts at the bottom or somewhere on the page. So the prompt for number 1 was, quote. This is my cover page for that. I used some vintage feed sack fabric. This was supposed to be like a mixed media or collage pages. All right, so then I have collage some music script here. Collaged a piece of some type of linen ribbon with lace, handmade yo-yos, and I did decoupage underneath the scrapbook paper. Gesso, not decoupage, but gessoed. Pardon me, I'm having some issues with my voice. All right, and my quote is, I love life, I love living life, I enjoy the art of living. And that is a quote by Maya Angelou. All right, let's get into it. Number 2, I did on the inside of the cover. Do hope you're seeing this. Number 2 was key. So here is my key. I don't know if you can see that. Let me come up a little closer. See, it's dark. Okay, key. And then I did some more feed sack fabric on the pocket here at the top. And I made a tag. I believe I made a tag here. That is the tag. Another tag. And at the bottom, we have a flip up. Another tag inside of that. And there are many other tags underneath the musical belly band. I have these tags. No, I just put a number on there for no reason. I don't know why. Put number 16 on there. Oh, Lord. Okay. So that's what we have there on number 2, the key. And get it back in here. And then in between all of my pages, I did apply some hand-dyed avocado paper for making notes or writing. All right, it is a ring bound journal. Okay, this is should be number 3. I don't know, where is this one? I'm confusing myself. I don't know which one this one is. But number 3, we'll have to come back to that. I don't know which one this one is. We'll have to come back to that because I do not recall. I might have just been crafting ahead and made a page. I don't know. Anyhow, here is the hand-dyed avocado paper. Number 3 was the ticket or tag. So this is collaged with fabric. This is a wallpaper. I did a stamping of a woman. It's hard to see the stamp of the woman, but it is a woman stamp there. There are various tickets on the edge. Here is another snippet with the ticket. And there's various pieces here on the little snippet notebook. So that slips into that diagonal pocket. Another hand-fashioned feed sack flower here. Hope you're seeing this. I don't know why the lighting seems dark, or maybe it's me. All right, and then it says, August is a sentiment. And that was number 3. The back, which was not required, but I did something on the back of all of my pages. So that's why you're seeing the back. So this is the back side of number 3. Collaged typing, vintage typing instruction taken from a book. There's a pocket at the bottom, collaged here. These are the tags that are in that one. And we have this one. I don't know what I was doing with that girl. Maybe I meant to do something with her and I didn't look at my instruction sheet. We'll get back to that later, I guess. All right, my avocado paper for notes. This is number 4, which is butterflies or insects. And then I have this beautiful girl here. And I have staggered butterflies. Am I in frame? Staggered butterflies with rhinestones. I did some collaging on her head with flowers, and another butterfly here at the back of her neck. So that is number 4. This is the back of number 4, butterflies, which I used a heavy stucco, or I can't think of what it is now, but it's a medium that I used and stenciled the butterflies on. And then I used a ruffle here, again, like a linen ruffle with lace. And this yarn snippet that I acquired from Donna Dreamtimes 3, and I placed that on top of the ruffle. All right, this is number 5. It was numbers. So I have a collection that I have collaged of different numbers. All right, and this is the back of number 5. I apologize, this is probably taking a little long because I did both sides. And we have this tag here taken from a back of a cabinet cord. And then we had, did I have another one? No, I guess that was it. All right. And this is from the back of a cabinet card as well. An antique cabinet card. All right, and number 6 was flowers. I used some gesso on the back of the scrapbooking purple paper and just sort of like tried to spackle it a little bit. And then I decoupaged a napkin and sentiment here. There's a sunflower, glittered sunflower here. A snippet of music paper. And number 6. This is the back of number 6. I don't know if oh yeah, I have a hidden pocket on that one. And I have a scripture inside. That was the back of number 6. And it slips back into the hidden pocket. And I used vintage wrapping paper to create this pocket. All right, and then number 7 is birds or feathered friends. Number 7, and then I cut from a vintage bird book these birds, fussy cut them out, and then I made a large tag. You can see the back of the script from that bird book for writing. Did I make another? Yeah, and then I made this tag where I fussy cut the bird, the back. And all of my work that I do, I usually distress all of the edges of my papers. And this is a, I can't even think. You know what I'm trying to say? It is a vellum pocket that the birds are decoupaged on. So we have that. All right. And the back of that is another vellum pocket. Has the bird. And then we have these tags. Seem like my words are not coming to me very quickly this evening. Don't know what the problem is, but this video is probably one of the longest that I will ever do. This time I used music paper for notes taking. Number 8, I had some type of medium, and it was glittered like, and I just smeared it over the purple scrapbooking paper. And this I used a placemat, a gold placemat that I cut and shaped into a heart. Number 8 is a heart in shape. So that is why it looks like a heart. And it says loving. There's some bling strip here at the top, bling strip at the bottom. And this is on a cardboard. Number 8. The back of number 8, we have the vintage collaged gift wrap paper. We have this tag, and then we have a vintage playing card. We have, I don't know, I must have put 2 of them in there. Only needed 1. All right. And on the triangular flap is a snippet of a vintage lace square. Avocado paper. Number 8 is faces. No, number 8 was a heart. Number 9, I should have changed my number. I think I got mixed up when I was posting my pictures in the group, but this should be number 9, which is faces. So I have these 2 black African American beauties. The vintage lace square again, here and here. piece of vintage music paper, and a metal gold ring, which I'm known for, sort of my signature because I used to use them all the time. All right, and then the back of that, we have this other beautiful girl. We have a flip up for writing, and it says lovely. Avocado paper. Number 10 is postage stamps. So I use the medium speckle and stenciled this pocket on the bottom. And I sort of like made my own, tried to make my own little stamps and cut out the squares with pinking shears. And then I punched out little circles for the centers. And then I used that medium again here at the top with stencil. And then we have this tag. And we have this vintage embossed, no, it's an antique embossed postcard. 1909 is what it says. We have that. And then I have a scrapbooking digital. And that is the back of that. All right, we're getting there. Sorry that it's taken so long. This is the back of the postage, which we have a wax seal. And we have the corrugated cardboard here as a belly band. We have a vintage playing card under the belly band. Then we have a little snippet of rag paper that I stamped on, authentic rag paper that slips under that belly band. And then we have another antique postcard. Let's see, it's also 1909, and it is embossed. Beautiful postcard, beautiful yellow roses. So that is what's in the back of the postage or stamps. Avocado paper. Number 11 is animals. So on number 11, I chose photographs, pictures that I had of my schnauzer that's been gone for 20 years. But I still have his picture, and I still miss him. Buddy Esco was his name. And then I have a picture of my daughter and her family's dog, who is Legend. And then I have a picture of my son's family dog and his family's dog. And his name is Tonka. So those are my animals, and it says, I stamped on a vintage, some kind of postcard or something. It says, "We are family." So that's number 11. And here is the back of 11, which I use my best friend, Buddy Esco, made a tag. There's ticking here at the top, a vintage button. It's on a time card. Some snippets of the paper from the photograph. It's another snippet here. And on the back, we have a collection of different pieces of scrap, vintage, that you can, just make a quick note on. So that's what's number 11. All right, and then we go to the avocado paper. Now, number 12 was for time or clock. So number 12, I used a Stamperia God, I'm getting lost for my words. It's Stamperia fall. It's not a fall. Can't think right now. But if you're in the Creative Crafting Circle, you will see my description of what I used, or either on my Facebook channel, I used it. It's not coming to me right now. But anyway, I decoupaged that Stamperia clock. And then I used some silk leaves and edged them in gold underneath the silk flowers with flat backs. This is metal. It's in my description on Facebook and in Creative Crafting Circle. I just can't think right now. The same silk flowers here at the top with the leafing and snippets of music paper that are coffee stained. And it says Spectacular. This is the back of the clock page where I have stenciled with that heavy medium these two different images for tags. And I did stencil here on the back of that scrapbooking paper, but it's sort of like iridescent. It doesn't show that well, the stenciling. So that may have been a poor choice, but I didn't want to do it over, so I kept it. There's a snippet of a vintage woman here. And on number 13 was people. So on 13, on the back of the scrapbooking paper base is fabric, and it's Tim Holtz fabric. And it's very difficult to see. Let me try to hold it up a little bit. But the fabric is people. They're very tiny people on that fabric, black and white and gray. And then I used black nylon chiffon flowers and a mauve, and snippets of lace with flat back pearls. I used a Dollar Tree sticker here. There is a velvet piece of lace, flocked velvet piece of lace here underneath that. Here is your Tim Holtz family that I placed there. And at the top, I used a metal gold flower. And it says, I just used the Tim Holtz ideology. I can't say it. Ideology. You know what it is. Piece from the envelope that it came in. All right. Always a laugh with me, guys. I'm sorry about that. This is the back of that pocket. And I have, let's see, what did I do? I decoupaged the, not decoupage. Yeah, I did. I decoupaged the fabric onto the back there. I made a tag with the Tim Holtz paper doll people. And then we have this tag. Try to get the glare off of it. And we have this tag. And these were all taken from the envelope that the paper dolls came in. So don't throw your envelopes away, because they're very useful. And then this is a photo, antique photo. Tim Holtz. All right. Avocado paper. Number 14 is a window or door. And this is what I did for 14. I used a mailing envelope that something came in the mail in. Trying to get the glare off. And I use that as my window. There is acrylic trim at the bottom, vintage music paper, a few flatbacks, mini pearls. There is a snippet of vintage lace here. Try to make it look like a little curtain. And there is some gauze under that's coffee stained. There's two vintage buttons here. There was one, and then I glued another on top of that. It says Style. And then I coffee dyed a snippet of wedding lace and applied that. So this is a lovely woman, number 14, and it's like a flap. So inside the envelope, I didn't seal it or anything. There is a picture of her bow cabinet card. I'm trying to get the glare off of it. Okay, I didn't mention the woman is a cabinet card as well. They're both on vintage or antique, I should say, postcards. So, and then I held it on with a paper clip. All right. And then we get to the last page. Finally, we're at 26, almost 27 minutes. Sorry to hold you guys so long. But as mentioned, I did not do a video every day. And I posted in the group, Stay Creative Crafting Circle, my projects. But I did not video, so that's why I'm doing it now. And the last one is Faith. So we have, I have used The Lord is My Shepherd, taken from an African-American Episcopal hymnal. And I pasted it on, or decoupaged it. And I decoupaged it on velvet, purple velvet. But, you know, with mixed media and collaging and everything, you cover up everything, so you can't really see the velvet. There's a little patch of it here that you can see. But, and then I used some vintage lace at the bottom and some flatback pearls. I used from a card, Helen Steiner Rice. She had a card that said, "Climb till your dreams come true," and it was praying hands. So I used those, kind of like shadowed them a little bit with vintage photo. And then I used the box pleated trim in purple and organza. And then there is some bling in purple and silver to simulate her cuffs. Or I'm saying her. And then at the top, there is another antique lace with the flatback pearls. There's a snippet of a applique and some trim. Okay, and then the back of that is like a basket weave corrugated board. I used where I had hand torn the hymnal page. I used the other hand torn part back here. And then this is the tag that I chose to use. All right. And then we have, of course, the avocado dyed paper. I didn't put anything there. This is the back with the gesso. And that completes everything. We'll review it one. And we still didn't find out where this page went. I don't know where she went. Maybe I have no idea. But anyhow, this was 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is 9. I'll have to change that. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, didn't clip it on, clips on, and lastly 15. So it was quite a challenge. This was the second one that Etta had. I did a Scrap It Up number 1 as well. So I'm about done with the Scrap It Up. It's a lot to create, thinking of the different prompts to do and how you're going to do it. So I'm about spun out with this. But I'm so glad, and it was a lot of fun. It kept me busy. And I hope you will go and look at some of the others and join the group, Creative Crafting Circle on Facebook. We welcome all new members, and be glad to have you so you can participate in some of the lovely challenges in the group as well. But if you go to hashtag Scrap It Up too, I believe you will be able to see others that have participated in the challenge, in the group challenge as well. Thank you all for watching. I apologize for holding you so long because you know I do not like long videos, and this may be one of the longest that I've ever done to my recollection. Usually after 15-20 minutes, I'm a goner. I'm a ghost. And today, I just had to review the 15 pages, and I'm done. So thank you all for watching. Happy trails. We'll meet again soon. Goodbye.